Hey everyone, I'm Aria and welcome back. So today we are building another castle, but this one is a little bit different. So my friend TooTallTina, as you all know, I talk about her all the time. She started streaming recently, and one of the things that she likes to do is fix her up at houses. And as she has said before, even though this is one of the things that little Simsy does, she can't get to all of them, so she wanted to try and see if she could renovate some of the houses herself. And one of the first streams that she did this, I believe, I was like, oh, I have to build you one. Because I have built a house like this before, right back at the beginning of my channel, I believe. I'll put the screenshot somewhere here, and I really enjoyed it, so I wanted to give it a go again. And you know, because I've been building a lot of castles recently, I thought it was probably, you know, it would be fun if I tried to do a similar sort of style but on a much smaller scale. And I'm really pleased with how this turned out. So obviously there's an awful lot of detail in this, and it wasn't until I had almost finished it that I realized that the actual shell itself is so tiny. It's very small, and I'm not actually sure if you can even fit a double bed in this, but you know, Tina did a really good job. She turned it into a sandcastle, and then two other people on the gallery also renovated it, and they both went in completely different directions with it too. One of them is a starter home, and the other one is pretty expensive, which is actually what I asked for in the description on the gallery. I said, like, you know, it's really tiny, but make it as expensive as you possibly can. I thought it would be a fun challenge, so if you would like to give that a go, I will link the download in the description for you, so you can grab it and put it in your game if you so wish. So one of the things that I have been trying to do this year is shout out a different person in every video. These people are mostly from Twitter, because I don't really use many other social media. I have Reddit and Tumblr, but I don't really post there very often. But yeah, these people are, I just enjoy their videos, or they're very inspiring to me and very supportive, not just to me but to everybody, and I thought it would be nice to share them with you. So I will, each video I'll link their information in the description so that you can check them out. They're not in any particular order. If they were, they would all have been featured in the first video. And then that video probably would have been like 2 years long. So this video we are shouting out the other Eliza. She's so sweet, she's so lovely. She comments on all of my videos. She's probably one of the only ones that does. And they're always like these huge paragraphs, and their comments are so thought out and so, you know, detailed, and I look forward to them. And you know, she's just, I don't know, I just really appreciate her. She makes some really amazing videos on YouTube, and she streams too. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to catch any of them because we live in completely different time zones, and that makes me really sad. But I'll just have to stay up until like 3 AM one day so that I can catch her stream. But yeah, I will link all of her information in the description, so definitely go and check out her content and give her some love, because she definitely deserves it. So I'm really excited about the new pack that's coming out. I think it's next week, I believe. I really love like all things horror movies and scary ghosty kind of things. I'm not really a big fan of ghosty games actually, but definitely like TV shows and films, and when it's cutesy like it is in The Sims, I don't know, I like it even more, I guess. I only recently got the spooky stuff back around Halloween of last year, and honestly I use like a lot of those items all the time, and looking at some of the early access videos that have come out in the last day or so, most of those items I will definitely be using. And even though I'm not much of a, you know, like cast creator user, I don't make Sims very often. And when I do, I tend to use quite a lot of custom content, mostly for like skin details and things, but there are a couple of items that are in the new pack that I am really excited about, so that will be fun to play with in the coming few weeks. So right now I just want to mention this basement thing that I'm making. I wanted to create like a shallow pond, one that had like very little water in, and my original idea was to create a basement and then put a pond using the pond tool in the bottom, and I could have done it with the pool tool, but it would have been way too deep. So what I decided to do instead was to just create a basement and then use the platform tool to lift the floor up to about this height, which I thought was appropriate pond height, and then make it basically look like the water had completely dried out. And I think it looks really cool. I posted a picture on Twitter maybe a week ago, and you know, it had quite a lot of comments saying like, oh, it looked really nice, and somebody said that it was like, looks like a fairy build or something. I was like, oh, it's actually from this. It looks really gross. So yeah, I was a little bit surprised, but I'm very glad that they liked it either way. I just wasn't expecting that kind of comment, I suppose, mostly because, you know, when you build something like this, you have a certain look in mind, or like an image in mind, and then when other people have you know, people look at things differently, so it's interesting to know what other people think and what, you know, other people see when they look at images that aren't like, it's not the full image, you know, because I didn't post a thumbnail or anything. It literally just was a very zoomed in picture of that pond. But yeah, you know, I'm glad they liked it, and hopefully hopefully they will you know, you will all like this as well. So yeah, when I was decorating this, or should I say furnishing this, there's obviously very little furnishings on the inside, but I tried to I guess lay out the different spaces, the different rooms, so that if anybody wanted to give renovating this a go, they kind of had a rough idea of where I imagined certain things to go, like the bathroom, or like there's one room that I put loads of books in that I thought, you know, it could be like a library. It's obviously very, very tiny because it's in one of the towers, but you get my idea. I just tried to give everybody more of a guidance of where I imagine things to go. But you know, it is, I don't actually know if it classes as a tiny home. I didn't check. But in terms of, you know, small spaces, it's definitely tiny. And yeah, if you want to give it a go renovating it, then please tag me on the gallery. My ID is aria-fae. It's in the description of every video, but I will put it somewhere on the screen for you. But yeah, I built one of these before and I really enjoyed it, so I think I will probably continue to build them. Maybe not for anybody to fix, maybe just for myself, but obviously if Tina wants any more, then I will definitely do that. So I add quite a lot of landscaping to this, inside and outside. And it wasn't until that I was pretty much finished with it that I realized that I had filled up the entire lot. So this is a 20 by 20 lot in Brindleton Bay. I think I built my previous house on this lot too. The thumbnail that the gallery takes for you is quite nice on this lot. And just the lighting and, you know, the background scenery and everything is just really nice. But yeah, when I had finished landscaping it, I kind of looked around the border of the lot and realized that I'd filled it up so much that then the surrounding area looked really empty, I guess. And I just kind of wish that we were able to decorate, you know, the world a little bit more, but it doesn't matter. Maybe next time I'll build it on a bigger lot and just kind of spread the landscaping out a little bit. So I add quite a lot of these cracks from Vampires and Jungle Adventure, and I really like them. They're really cool details, but if a building had this many cracks in reality, it probably would be very, very close to falling down. It would not be, you know, it's renovationable, renewable. They're not words. Yeah, it wouldn't be fixable. You would literally have to tear the whole thing down and build it from the ground up again. But I thought they were really nice details, so I have included them pretty much everywhere. And the same with these from Strangerville. These, like, I don't really know what to call them. Are they watermarks or like algae? I don't know. But they're really disgusting, and I thought they looked really good on the light coloured walls, on the brick, and on these like big stone slabs on the inside. I thought they added quite a lot of detail and made it look extra disgusting. So this top turret that I was just in a second ago, I add a little, I guess you could say, special feature. My story on the gallery basically said that the person who has bought this home wants it to be fixed, but they haven't seen it in person, so who knows what has been going on inside. And whoever has been living inside this building has been up to something. I can't say what, because nobody will ever know, but yeah, what they've left behind is definitely interesting. So I will let you find that out at the end of the video. I have screenshots of it too, because I thought it was pretty interesting. Tina thought it was funny. But yeah, I had fun. I had a lot of fun. I had quite a lot of Vampires debug items to this in just a second after I have done all of these what are they called, like greenery decorations, I suppose. I find I think yes, they are cobweb debug items. Now if you use the ones that come in the normal menu, you can't change the size of them, but if you use the debug cobweb items, you can size them up or down, and they are slightly more, I don't really know how to describe it, like they're a little bit thicker, like the web is a little bit thicker, so the white of them stands out against the building a lot more. And I think they look really cool, so I'm just placing them now so you can see they just look a little bit more, I don't know, brighter I suppose, and I think they look really cool, and I add them pretty much everywhere. I have no idea what kind of spider would create a web this big and I definitely do not want to ever run into it, but yeah, I thought it was was a really cool detail to add to a building that looks like it's been completely, you know, abandoned and left. So this is the tower that I was talking about earlier. I do kind of cycle through debug quite a lot and have a look at items that I've maybe not used before, just to see if I can use them. Most of the time I decide against it, but there's quite a lot of pulling out random items that you can see me doing. So in the pond here I was desperately trying to find, I think it came with cats and dogs. It's like a fish skeleton. It's actually called Captain Fishbones, I believe now, after I literally spent 2 hours looking for it. I'm never going to forget it now. But I add a couple of those in the pond just to kind of, I don't know, emphasize the idea, I suppose, that it's been completely dried out. I use these ivy things in pretty much every build, the same as these mushrooms, toadstools. Yeah, I think they look really cool. And you know, the fact that this building has holes everywhere, I thought if there's rain coming in, there's going to be a couple of mushrooms here and there. Just to kind of add to the extra detail. I don't know why I added these, I thought they looked really cool. So, you know, have some barrels full of toxic goo in your bedroom. It's exactly what everybody needs. And all of these rubbish piles from Eco Lifestyle, I really like these, and the fridge and the cooker and the bath too. I don't actually stick with the one that I've just put down. I end up going with, I think it's on its side with another, you know, with more piles of rubbish. So in here I've actually put a pizza box and some kombucha because I thought that was interesting. And up here I do actually put a death flower, which I don't know, I like detail, and quite a lot of people maybe don't pick up on it, but I don't know, I just like the little things. So yeah, I just add a couple more details. Every time I tried to do anything structural, all of my pillars would change heights and it just drove me a little bit mad, so I do change those quite a lot. But just add a little light here on the bed, and that is pretty much it for furnishings. I add some books in the library and a couple of planters, which obviously have dead plants in now because nobody's been here looking after them, which is a shame. I add quite a lot of graffiti too, and it's not until I go back through debug that I realise there's loads more graffiti items in debug, and I didn't realise. But you know, I think they look really cool, and it just kind of everything adds to it. But yeah, we are almost at the end now. Like I said, the download link will be in the description if you want to give this a go, renovating it, or just to, you know, have a nosy and have a look. Yeah, I hope you have enjoyed. Please let me know what you think, and I will see you all next time. Bye everyone.